Okay, we are back from our brief intermission. We had just fainted our Mime Junior in attempts to catch Beautifly, so it went beautifully. Alright, so we're gonna go back and heal, and then honestly it'll probably be nighttime, so we'll go catch us some Dustox maybe. Let's see if Cascoon appears. I'm pretty sure Cascoon is for sure, well, can't say pretty sure then for sure. I think I recall Cascoon being over on the other side. So, I mean, that would be my backup. But before that, I would attempt multiple times, and then I would be able to make sure I'm not cheating myself by just depending on an easier route later on. Trying to fight any of this on the way back. Although Gastrodon has a move I need to use. I'm sure I'll use it later. So. Ooh, but I do want that. Before we do that, I'm gonna go see if any EVs are in. And then I know of 3 spots. That doesn't mean there's only 3 spots. But I've seen 3 frequent EV spots, but on the way I'm gonna get some resources. Just learned you could sprint by watching somebody else. So I thought you had to walk that slowly until you got the mounts and stuff. Apparently you do not. Good to know. But I'm getting distracted by resources. So as I mentioned in my previous stream/video was that you have, like, if you have online, when you faint, somebody can recover your stuff. But I don't have online on this account because I didn't want to delete my progress on my main account. So when I was looking into this and I was setting it up kind of on my phone and trying to decide what to buy before going to the store, I had Pokemon open. And I thought I stepped over to off to the side in order to not faint, and I didn't. And so it was the first time I fainted on this run through, and I lost 100 Pokeballs. So currently, gotta kind of grind the materials back together. Sometimes there's one right over here. Right now I'm just seeing Ponytas. Just wanna double check before I go in all aggressive because they run away. Alright, let's do that. Let's look at this. Okay, so another spot. Ooh. Distracted by all the resources because I haven't been over here. Another spot is here, but I'm not seeing it. Let's see. Resources. So, one more spot to see if he's there, but I'll probably pick up everything while I'm out. And then we're gonna rest because we made poor choices and our Pokemon, which is Mime Junior that we're trying to evolve, is fainted, so obviously not going to level up and learn the move he needs to know to be able to evolve if he is fainted. This one is precisely because I've only seen Eevee here a few times, but we might have already passed it. It might have been right there, but I didn't see an Eevee. Mine Junior's up here, but we don't need any more of him. It's just here right now. So there he is. Yeah. But we just need to evolve one more of him, and then he'll be perfected. They'll be perfected. get some more of that. And then just picking up these resources, then we're gonna fly back to camp, rest, and then we're headed back over where Dustox and Beautifly spawn so that we can work on completing, well, perfecting their dex entries to the best of our abilities. So, most resources. And while we're over there, I'll show you whatever we made. And having storage, things of that nature. But there's just so much. So I'm getting distracted. The only shiny we've seen so far in caught is Bidoof, which I can show you when we're over there as well, because I have him in a storage box separate. But since we have a few perfected, we do have slightly better odds. We haven't finished the game, so we don't have the shiny charm to increase our odds, and we are not in an event, so also our odds are not increased for them right now, but when you perfect an entry, it does increase the odds of a shiny, which is how I think we got so lucky with the Bidoof so early on. We ended up not flying back because we were so close by the time we ended up grabbing stuff. So let's see. Alright. I'm gonna put this stuff away. Okay. So as you can see in storage, this is what I have so far. I have a few potions. I don't ever really use potions. I just come back and rest. I'm kind of a hoarder. And then I have these Pokeballs. I don't take out any Pokeballs right now besides the regular one. Maybe later in the game I will, but who knows. Probably when we're seeing like legendaries, I'm kind of cheap on those. So I am going to make the best of what I can make. I haven't been making more traditional potions lately because I'm using the Oran berries when trying to catch things, but I think making another 50 would probably be good, and we'll put that in storage as well. So we're going to go to our storage. We didn't end up with $9.99, which is sad after, you know, losing 100, but $9.96 is still pretty nice. Let's rest, and then I'll show you the Pokemon that I have so far. I have released a lot, but I do have some still with me. Okay, so here is what I have right now, but I have my one shiny. Oh, it finally expanded because I've got too many. And Pasture 8, so it's a shiny Bidoof. Heard the shiny charm, didn't even see it, so I'm typically a visual person, but I heard it and I was like, who is it? And then Starly's flew off and I was like, oh, I hope it's not Starly. Thankfully it's not. So as I complete them, I'm releasing, and when I say complete, I mean perfect, because I know that complete is technically what they call a dex entry when it reaches level 10, but that's not completing for me. But and if I don't possibly need them for their evolution. So I've decided I might need these Wurmples if the Cascoons aren't over there, but just wanted to show you where we were at as far as that. Still appears to be daytime, which is nice. We might be able to go get some more Beautiflies and maybe successfully throw a Pokeball instead of embarrassingly throw it at a tree 2 times in a row, but no promises on that. We're going to take this route so that I can get the resources on the way. And we're going to use Mime Jr. First we're going to check on Mime Jr. and check his moves, because I don't remember what level he gets Mimic, which is what he needs to evolve. So he hasn't gotten it yet, which is good in the sense that it'll tell me when he gets a new move, so I can pay attention, hopefully, to see if he gets it. So I'm going to pick this up. Have Mime Jr. getting that one. And then we're going to run over here to the Dead Flower Patch, because I haven't done the goal yet, to make it come back to life. See if we see any Silicoons. And my priority for both Silicoons and Cascoons are going to be killing, because I can evolve for capture if needed. So I prefer to not, but I can if needed. I try to just keep the evolutions to the ones that say evolve, but if I don't have another option, I'm not going to leave it. Oh, this guy already sees me. Okay, I guess we will see if we can catch him successfully while in this. Okay, so I don't have any moves that will suppress him without damaging him, so I'm not going to use any of those. Just going to attempt to throw, and hopefully after a few we get lucky. And caught. Okay, so that worked out. Now, I don't know all the mechanics on this, to be very honest. I don't know many of them. But since I'm 5-star, it's supposed to be Pokemon easily obey me up to level 65, or at least easier. And then my theory is, which is not tested by actual statistics, but my own thought, and sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wild, is that the higher level the Pokemon you are using out in battle, even if you're not catching, the more likely you are to catch. Even if you're not attacking, I apologize for misspeaking there. But you are more likely to catch. And so that's why I pull out Luxray, because he's currently my highest level. I have some pretty close, but he is my highest. So we're going to try right now to catch one not in a battle, and my preferred way to do that, as stated in my last video when I hit a tree multiple times, was that I like to try to feed them and then do a backstrike if possible. The backstrike, you know, does increase catching odds, but also, oh good, so I was going to say you couldn't get to it because I threw that at a tree. So top tier, 10 out of 10 player here. But what I was saying about the backstrike is, in this game it gives you more money, which, as I said, I just like to compile. So it's not like, nope, we failed. So it's not like I'm using it really on anything. You can increase inventory space, I believe, with it. So that might be something I do at some point. But for now, this is where we're at. That went really well. Let's try again. I like that they cut out the tree for this, because obviously that's what I need to be able to catch Pokemon, is all trees to be cut out. See, and it worked. So that's the secret. If the game will cut out trees and the clips for me, I am more likely to catch a Beautifly. Let's see if we can get over here without it seeing me. But I'm being impatient and rolling, so maybe, maybe not. We're gonna throw it a good old berry over there. Preferably with its back to me, we'll see. It was like, hey, I think I saw somebody throwing a berry in the grass. And then I looked over, so there's a backstrike while eating a berry. So let's see how that goes for me. And it did go well. So we're gonna try to do that again without getting caught, possibly. It's almost nighttime, so it might not be worth it, because you have to catch them during daytime hours. But we shall try. One last. Oh, he's like, I think I heard somebody. But there's a berry. You should go eat that. I think. I think it'll be delicious. Oh, you left. It's nighttime. Okay, well, while over here, I'm gonna get these supplies, and then we'll work on some dust oxes. Dust oxen? I'm not sure what the plural of dust ox would be. I feel like it should be dust oxen, if not already established. One of my favorite comedians is Brian Regan, and he does this whole skit about plurals in school, and it's quite humorous. Let's see if he'll give me this iron chunk. Nope. Let me see if I can get closer. If he'll give me the iron chunk, because I would like it. And he said no, and I said, but please, and he still said no, and I said, pretty please, and he said, you wish. So I said, okay, come on, just one more try. And he said, nope. And I said, well, too bad I'm too stubborn to actually give up. And I just want that iron chunk because I'm a hoarder. And he said, you wish, again. So, time to go to... Hello? If it isn't Babs in the chat. Live in person. So for those of you watching on YouTube at my recording, don't be alarmed that I'm talking to the Twitch chat at some points. You can totally type. You are better at typing than I am at playing this game. That's for sure. So, Babs, were you able to look at, like, what a Professor Oak run-through is? Because if not, I don't mind explaining. Not yet. Okay. So, essentially, I was like, it would be cool if I try to perfect every single Pokemon before progressing, mainly because I'm insane, and like to make things even more difficult than they already are. And so I was messaging my friend on Discord, and I was like, hey, I came up with this idea. And he's like, you mean a Professor Oak challenge? And I was like, no, what's that? And he's like, Google it. And I Googled it, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm doing. And I was like, oh, there's 3 levels of it. One of them's to catch every Pokemon, one of them's to complete every Pokemon, and one of them's to perfect every Pokemon. And I was like, obviously I'm doing the perfect one. And he's like, yeah, obviously, because you would pick the hardest one. And then I watched somebody else working on it, and there's like varying rules, you know, because everybody can make everything their own. And the thing that I didn't like about others, which more power to them, is that they were unlocking parts of the game, and I have literally not crossed the bridge. Now, they might have done some other things better than me, or, you know, different, or whatever, not judging, just not the playstyle I was doing, which is why I decided I would stream/record it. Was literally because of that. So, just playing with my strict modifications would say I'm not good at any of the things. Oh, thank you. I'm excited. I will show you what I have so far. If this Dustox pretends that I don't exist. That would be... It doesn't want to do that, though. No, it really doesn't. So, one of my goals is to defeat it with psychic moves, but I'm trying to catch right now, because worst case, I could evolve for a catch, so, but I'd prefer to actually do so and then come back and fight. Since I know they spawn. Alright, that didn't go well. And I'm poisoned. No better outcome there. I mean, sorry, my dog. Not my dog. The dog that lives at my house dropped something on the floor. And he didn't know because he's asleep. Okay, so we have 10 out of 10 there. So, if we were to look at our Pokedex, Barbs, we have, so Pichu we can't see, we just saw him at the beginning and that's why he's like this. Anyway, we've perfected Bidoof and gotten a shiny. We've perfected Starly, we've perfected Shinx, we've perfected Wurmple, we've perfected Buizel. We haven't seen a Pikachu besides the beginning, but we do have a Pichu, so we'll probably evolve and see what we can do there. We've perfected Drifloon. We've finished Ponyta besides the mission, and we can't do the mission until we progress in the story. We're working on Eevee. Mime Jr., we just need to evolve one more. We're working on Beautifly, obviously. I finished Staravia. Working on Silicoon, but there's only 1 to 2 spawns, so trying to decide what I want to do there, but focusing on defeating. Tried to catch me a Snorlax, didn't go well, but I did give him some food, but then I had his belly a few times and he got a little mad, so we had to dip out. Finished Luxio. Working on Graveler whenever I see a Shaking Rock, because that's my only way to get him currently, so I will say that he definitely surprised me and leaped out of some before I had the levels to take him, and that's why you'll see number you've seen leap out of Ore Deposit 6, and the number caught and defeated only adds up to 5, because I definitely had a runaway once. Been looking at some Shelloses and trying to get them, but unfortunately, although I've caught 9, I haven't even gotten 1 light yet, so that's kind of sad, but it's alright. Have not been spotted for any of the ones I've caught, so that's good. Cascoon, I have only evolved. I haven't seen one yet. I know that I really think he's over there on the other side of the tree, but I wonder if he spawns here where Silicoon is too. By Barrel, I've just evolved my Bidoof 2 to finish off Bidoof. Pichu, I've caught 3 so far. I haven't really seen more Pichus, but if I see them, I will try to catch them. Rapidash, I keep trying to catch it, but unfortunately defeat it every time. Gastrodon, I've been using for its amazing moves against a lot, and it was a higher level one that I hadn't, I didn't have any of that level, so it's kind of brought me up a lot. Mr. Mime, it's just kind of, if I see him and I can catch him, going for it. Same with Kadabra, same with kind of Luxray, but I am using Lux right now because I've evolved mine. Luxio. Same with Abra, Drifblim, Wormadam. So Dustox is the other one we're working on. And then we have evolved into Sylveon, Espeon, and Umbreon so far. Yeah, load into Dead by Daylight. Play that, girl. Enjoy. Which character do you plan on playing as? Go see if there's any Pichus over here, and then we're gonna go check for EVs. Come on, if not, just send up the food. No. Oh, you got it from all the way down there. I'm glad one of us can, because definitely not me. You don't see me because I'm just getting resources. I could kill you for your levels. Debating. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Also, I could use another one, so if I don't, because I evolved them, so if I don't one shot or whatever, then I will catch. Fight. We're gonna do Earth Power. And we don't one shot him, but maybe we'll get a level for Mime Jr., which was Mime Jr. got a new move. That's what we needed. So change moves. He needs to have Mimic, and we'll put it instead of Iron Defense, even though that's a good move. And then we'll do that. And I think I saw that another one could evolve. Oh, I'm not ready to... I think I did finish Staravia, which means I would be ready to evolve it. We're going to double check, but we're going to go ahead and Evolve Online Junior now, which will... Ooh, Michaela. Sorry that I'm just seeing that. I hope you enjoy. I hope you get away from all of the bad guys. You rescue the people off the hooks. I think that's that game. Okay, I think I finished Staravia, and if I finish Staravia, then I need to go ahead and evolve it. I do believe I did. I perfected it. So let's go ahead and evolve that one too. 2 evolutions. Ooh, Staraptor got the idea for a new move. Okay. So we're actually going to go put Mr. Mime up because we're not working on him yet. Well, I don't want to go back to camp, but we will be. And then at that point, we're going to go ahead and turn in so that way we can see Mime Jr. perfected. But the next one we're going to have on our team to actually use would most likely be the Graveler, and we can see him use Rock Slide. So that will be the next one I have for that. I have to keep the Staraptor because I need a flying type move to defeat a certain type of Pokemon that I'm working on. So that's why he doesn't get put away. Technically, I do need a Psychic type move too, so maybe I should knock that out before I put away mine and get out the other one. Alright, let's see if we see a Pichu while we're walking around down here. I don't know what the conditions are for Pichu to come. Just like I kind of don't for Eevee. I know like Ponyta won't come in the rain. I don't know if there's any determining factors. There's Pichu. Like that. But all we can do is come over to the spot that I know it exists and do our best to sneak up on it and then capture it. Hey Pichu, I hear that there's a good smelling berry over there. Alright. Let's see. Please. And we did catch. Good. Alright. Ooh, and it was a small one? What a good day. And with that. Now we're gonna go look for an Eevee real quick. At the 3 spots I know. And then it looks like it's daytime, so we're gonna go play with some Beautiflies after that. Picking up stuff along the way. So EVs are supposed to be kind of where the Bidoofs are, but there are 3 spots that I've noticed EVs just spawn. I haven't like looked at a spawn map, but so feel free to let me know if there's additional spots. But one is the first one I like to go to is the furthest one. Right over here on this hill. There can be an Eevee down here by these Bidoofs. So let's see if we see one by this grass at all. I'm not seeing one there. Sometimes they can even be in the grass. So checking that. The easiest way to check that is see if anything pops up. Okay, not seeing anything. Gonna double check this grass. Not seeing anything. Okay. Another spot Eevee can be is right over here, kind of by these ponytails. They're very spookable, so I try not to be too impatient to the best of my ability. I do not see one though. And there's one more spot that I know to check. And that is down this way. So for those of you just joining, I'm doing a Pokemon challenge. It's called the Professor Oak Challenge. And there are different varying levels of it. And I'm choosing to do the hardest level right now, unless I fail at it. And that is to try to perfect everything before moving on in the story. So that is what I'm currently doing. I have not progressed past the bridge yet in the very beginning of the story. I do have 5 stars so far as my research tasks go. I have quite a few perfected, but many to go. And before I change sleep at all ever, I try to check for both Eevees and Pichus, because they just have those limited spawns, and I like to try to make sure they're not out. I don't know the conditions that they come out. That would probably be helpful, but I'm just winging it. It's working out okay so far. So I'm not seeing any of those. So I'm going to go back over where the Beautifly and Dustox are, because that is what I'm currently working towards, is those. But on the way I am gathering resources. I like to hoard as many as possible. Earlier I fainted for the first time when I was setting all this up. I accidentally forgot to pause the menu, and a Beautifly got me actually while I was looking away, and I lost 100 Pokeballs, so made me a little sad. So I gotta make sure I get back up. I don't carry much on me. I normally just carry the stuff to make Pokeballs and the blueberries. So, I mean, I didn't lose much besides the Pokeballs I had made, but I'm gonna get these. And then we're going over here to the Beautifly Silicone area to see what we can do. We can either catch or defeat. I still have goals for catching Beautifly, and both defeating and catching Silicone. I think I also still need to catch some Beautifly. I'll pull it up when we get over there, because unfortunately my memory's not the best. I already beat the Alpha over here, so that's why we're not seeing it right here, right now. It's actually how I just evolved my Mime Junior to a Mr. Mime, and my Staravia to a Staraptor. So that was a nice battle. Okay. So this is where Silicone would be typically, and it can spawn up here or down here. So I'm not seeing it in either spot. So unfortunately we don't get to do that one. But if we look at our Beautifly tasks, which are here, we still do need to catch 3 more. We have finished defeating them. So we need to catch 3 more, but you need to catch 8 more during daylight hours. So really we need to catch 8 more. I'm not sure why typically it's like the other way around, where you need to catch 20 and 15 have to be during daylight hours, but not sure why this one's slightly different. So, I'm not very good at sneaking up on beautiflies, or catching them in general. I would say that not a strength of mine. So a lot of times I end up in battle with them, which is fine. Like now. There we go. And you might be like, Kelsey, there's a tree in the way. And that's quite commonly a problem for me with beautiflies. But when you do it while in battle, it clips the tree out, which is a great feature, I must say, because the trees definitely do get in my way. Alright, we're down to 7 to go. And that makes 6 to go. Not to be confused with Chapel Rowan's hot to go, although that constantly does play through my mind. Let's see, this will be 3. 5 to go. And there's 2 right there. Let's see if I can catch either of them without being in a battle. And with my skill, probably not, but we can try. Give him a little berry to go for. And be like, hey, Mr. Beautifly. That looks fantabulous. The other one was not lured over. That one went out, even though it was technically a backstrike and eating a berry. So, although I would say I'm not good at this game, I pretty much did the things I could do in that scenario. I mean, there's other things I could use to make it more effective, but with what I typically carry, because I'm not going to stun them. Oh, now there are 2. Don't notice me. Just, who caught that Pokemon and where did it go? Such a mystery. It's essentially a Pokemon mystery dungeon. And he's eating it, so we're gonna see if we can attempt to sneak up on him. And we did, and we got the back strike. Now let's see. He also did not stay, so it seems like it needs to be 2, which is rather unfortunate. Because in the battle it feels like 1. And that's front strike, but it is the second one, so we'll hope it did work, although not as much money later on. So we still need 3 more. Let's see if any popped up. We did not. So we're gonna go rest. Turn in Mime Jr. to make it perfected now. And then check for our friends back again. I'm through way too far from that tree. Alright. So go back here. And travel. We're gonna craft real quick. And we're gonna make as many of these as we can, as many of these as we can, as many of these as we can, and as many of these as we can. Alright, we're then gonna store some. And finally back at max stack of Pokeballs, which I prefer to be at after crafting. Obviously every time I go out it goes back down. But that way I'm adding to my storage as well. Alright, so we're going to take a little nap for just a little while. And we're going to say, hey there. Do we turn in now with the max amount of reward is if you've caught 30 Pokemon. And we do need to go catch more. So it might just be worth going to check to see if they spawned before turning in. I'm not sure how much more money it grants, but it definitely does say a difference between like 10 Pokemon caught achieved, 20 Pokemon caught achieved, and 30 Pokemon caught achieved. I've tried to do further. It does not state that afterwards. So I don't think it matters after 30. But otherwise I'd probably be dramatic and have to catch as many as possible before I would turn in every time. Especially now that I'm at 5 stars, because Pokemon level 65 and lower will get them. So that gives me a good cushion on leveling up who I'm using and such. I haven't really decided who's going to actually be on my team. Just been using who I need to in order to perfect them. Typically, I always use my starter because I feel like they were with you in the beginning. You can't just leave them now that you've grown up. Seems like betrayal. And in this case, I picked Oshawott because last time I picked somebody else, so I figured I would try something different. And I mean, obviously in this game you can get all of them, which is nice. So sometimes I like to make like an all-starter team, and I got like all-starters from multiple generations. So this is one spot Eevees can be, and I'm not seeing Eevee. So sometimes I've found, after I've caught Eevee a few times, which might be the case, that it's best if I go back into the city, but to do that you have to turn in, and that's what I'm doing right now, because I want to see if I can get to 30, which means catching Beautifly and Dustox, Silicoon, Cascoon, there. Currently using Pichu in hopes to level him up. Do I know what I need to level him up? Not at all, but it'd be good to have a Pikachu. We just ran through another place that could possibly have an Eevee. Did not see one. There's one more, and it's over there. I believe, anyway. And once again, not really. That Bidoof tricked me for a second. With their similar color scheme, I think that's the whole point of why they're in Bidoof areas. But let's get all these supplies while we're out here. We have perfected Mime Jr. There is a Mime spawn, a Mr. Mime, so I don't feel like I need to keep catching Mime Juniors. Same with the other ones I'm walking by. It's because I've completed all tasks that I can complete, or at least the catch task, but on these specifically, I have completed all tasks. Alright, let's go pick up this one, and this one. No, thank you. On your battle. Appreciate the offer. Not worth my time. Ooh, Pichu can evolve. Okay. The thing I haven't checked is what I need to do on Pichu before I evolve him. So, just catch him, catch him, catch him, catch him. Alright, so I don't need to use him at all, so I might as well evolve him, because it's a lot of catching goals, and then an evolving one as well. And that would give me access to Pikachu, because otherwise I don't think I would in this beginner area. Run, little Starly, run. Thumbs up. Got it. Continue on. We're gonna go ahead and evolve this, and then we're gonna switch to another Pichu on the team so we can start evolving another one. And then we'll come back to that tree. Okay, evolve Pichu time. Do it. And look at, there's that cutie. Ash would be so proud. Alright, let's put him away and get out of Pichu. Here's another little cutie. We thought about putting Mr. Mime away, but we decided we needed enough for the Dustox, so we've kept him for now, and we will alter the team later. I almost forgot about that apricot tree over here, that I said I would go to after I got my new Pichu out. Alright, let's head over there, see what we see. And then go from there. No, thank you. I'm just picking up stuff. I don't like about them. We out of there. And throw that bad boy. Good job, Pichu. Now we harvested from over here before we left, so theoretically we shouldn't need Pichu out over here. And if we need to get into an emergency battle, I'd rather have somebody higher ready to go. I do see some stuff we can get though. Oh, missed it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it is the Dustox is out. Well, let's get these resources right quick. No. Yeah, they almost floated. Oh no, they're just ghosts. And I want that one too. Let's see if we can make it there before we get engaged. And actually, so that was nice. Okay. So for Dustox, there's the cutie. We need to catch 10 more because we have to catch them at night. We need to defeat 19 more, and we need to defeat 6 more with psychic moves. So let's go ahead and try to do the psychic defeat because it's only 6 more with that specific move, and then we can use anything. But we would need to fight one at a time for sure because he's only a few levels higher. Alright, we are going to try Zen Headbutt. And hope for the best. It did work out. Good. So now that would be 5 more. One more. You out right quick. Thank you, Mr. Mime, but I like this one up. Just need you to fight this cute little dust box over here. Any others? Sometimes if the time of day changes while you're out here, so say from like dusk to night or something of that sort, you will get another series of spawns, but I think I got here too late for that. Still worth checking, obviously. These. I know I said I wanted to get to 30 before I turned in, but I am getting sleepy, so I think we're gonna finish gathering some resources, teleport back, turn in, see where we're at, and then come back for the next. We're gonna see if Pichu's down here. On our way to resources, because we can use many more Pichus. Is I do not see a Pichu because it's typically around here. And let's see. So we are going to the camp. We are going to craft. Store. Just keep the 3 items that I keep on me. And turn in. Yeah, we'll report our findings. So, it's a nice 6,000, which is nice. So we compile to what we have so far. Alright, so we now have Pichu because we caught him. And it turns out he was a light because I evolved him from a Pichu, which is nice. That's actually a good strategy now that I'm thinking about that. The defeated and shock was in that beginning battle. So there's Mime Jr. finally perfected. Beautifly is really close. I need 3 more. Silicoon's made progress. Pichu's made progress. Dustox has made progress. Samurai is a new evolution since the last time I've been here, and so I've used him, seen him use his move, but it's not very accurate. Umbreon's a new evolution, and Staraptor's a new evolution, so that's where we're leaving off for tonight. Feel free to reach out, comment, let me know any suggestions, changes, and I hope that you have a wonderful time.